meeting to order with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Davis.
Here.
Parker.
Here.
Stoops.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
Wilson, absent. Zupassar.
Yeah.
Lucas W.
Here.
Can I get a motion to excuse the absence of Larry Wilson?
I'll make that motion. Support.
Parker.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent. Zupassar.
Yes.
Lucas W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
All right. Non-agenda items sidelines. Laura Schneider with the American Legion is here. Laura,
Yes, sir.
you're going to talk about drainage.
I'm here as American Legion rep, and I have Dale Sutton with me also as our Legion representative. I was approached today and told that there was going to be a thing on the agenda tonight in reference to the drainage that's going on.
Well, there's nothing on the agenda about it.
Okay.
I was going to bring it up at the end, but I mean, we can discuss it a little bit now. The problem is that there is over by the Legion across Mr. Bookner's property and
Street and Potter.
yeah, all the way down through Henderson Street and Potter. There's a backup. It doesn't drain. That whole area doesn't drain. And I believe it was your mother I talked to. Your shed was starting to float. Yeah. No.
Let me.
Where
No,
do you live?
there's three people that can't be here tonight. They want to
Okay.
be here, but they can't. But
She's
one of
in
them,
Brazil.
their shed was dead.
The shed was
Yeah,
there
the
was a
shed
shed.
was
There
water.
was ice
The other
around
guy,
it. And it was
I didn't get a
floating.
chance to talk to the other guy. He said that somebody told me that his shed was water damaged. That's why he had to reface it.
Yeah, that
Mr.
was
Booker
John.
had to
Yes,
redo
Mr.
his whole
Booker, right.
shed. And we know that there's been a problem there, and there's been a problem there as long as I can remember.
Over 22 years.
22 years, that's before I was even here. But, you know, it's kind of come to a head, it seems. And I noticed there's piles of dirt in one of the yards that has been flooding to try to stop their flooding, but it might cause problems for other people. But that person also informed me that they would be willing to give us an easement, put piping through the backyard. If we can do that, and I talked to Mr. DeRozier today.
Okay.
He wants to meet with you and discuss where the water can go if it comes through there. And so starting at Bell River Road, going toward you, we may have two properties that would be willing to put drainage across their property, and then we would get to Mr. Tepley if he would be willing to let us put a pipe in there too. We might be able to divert and get all that water going directly from that side of the road into a pipe and down
Send it to Bell
all the way
River.
to Bell River Road so that it can go
Where it's
back
supposed
toward, back
What-
where it's supposed to go.
What happened to cause the backup? Anyway, I had heard that someone had
I'm
put
not
something
sure.
across where you
There-
wanted to
there
put this
is-
easement,
there
that
is
someone had blocked it.
Historical pictures of a natural drain
Mm-hmm.
that go through one of the properties.
Goes through all the property, goes through the back.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Before the
one
houses
of
were
the
built.
properties where now there is a house sitting.
Yeah.
No.
That went over and across where.
No, you can see it in the 1956 and the 1961 aerial photographs. It comes across, it does a little 2-foot jog, and then it goes back. Because my property is 2 feet longer than my next one. I don't know. I think it's for the telephone pole.
Oh,
But
okay.
so
Well, what I had asked Bart to do is talk to our engineer, get us a price on it, what it would cost to engineer a drainage system for that area. And then call a special meeting with all the property owners that are affected and show them this is the plan and this is what we can do, and work out some way to get easements from everybody to make that plan happen. That's the only option we
Right.
have.
Yeah.
If that option can't be done, then it becomes something that the city can't do anything about, and it becomes a civil issue.
why can't you put a street drain in there?
It's without putting a pump in there. There's no
Well,
place to
that
take it.
might be part of I mean, we're gonna have to have an engineer tell us where to take that water.
Well, if you put a street drain in there and tie it into the storm system, that would solve the problem.
We can't,
Well, that's where we're sending it, is to the storm system.
Well, you know, you guys have been dealing with this been blowing this off for 22 years.
No, we haven't been blowing it off.
You've been blowing it
We're
off for
still doing
22 years.
No, still
You know,
doing it.
this has been an ongoing deal.
We
Because a lot of
spent,
people
we
in
spent
town
quite a
that
bit of
lived
money
around
on
here
pretty things.
and have heard this. And I've heard it from you, I've heard it from a lot of, new members on the board I haven't seen before. This is like my 4th time dealing with this issue. You know, it's like on the front ditch. You sat there and you told me, Bart, that you didn't know where the line was.
What line?
The line for the
easement.
right of way for the road, for the property line.
I told
You
you,
stood
that's
there and told
25
me you
feet
didn't
from the
know
center.
you didn't know where it
25
was.
feet from the center
And
of the
then
road.
you told me that as long as she doesn't fill up the ditch in front of her property,
She doesn't have
it's
a
okay.
ditch.
Pardon me?
She doesn't have a ditch.
She's always had a ditch.
That's a lowland right there.
Here is
There's
your leg. You're holding the tape measure for me to measure
Yes.
the depth of the ditch.
And
Don't
also
tell me
the
there wasn't a
measurement of
ditch
the
there. I got a
road.
picture of you there.
Well, I'm there numerous times, and we also had numerous opinions from our attorney, which says you need an easement.
There is, that's the right away of the
And
road.
we're
That's
not
the
gonna drain
gutter.
it there, Roger.
The problem is draining.
Then what
it
about
from
my
front.
property?
We're gonna drain it to the back like it should be.
It
That's what
doesn't,
was
the water
designed.
doesn't flow that
It's-
way.
If we get the easements, it will.
Well, that's our
That's
problem.
what we're trying to
wait,
do.
wait. Why do you need an easement when you already own the gutter on the front, on Potter Street?
In order, I can tell you.
The gutter has always
In
been there.
order- in order
She took
to
out, she
put-
took, wait, hold on a minute. She took out the culvert underneath her driveway.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, I do.
Okay.
Bart does.
I don't
You're
know
just sitting
that.
there laughing about it.
I don't
but
know
you didn't.
that.
Bart, please.
You've lied 2 or 3
You got no
times
credibility
already.
here with the stuff that you've told me already.
Not with
okay?
you, I'm sure, and I understand
No,
why.
yeah. You told me you didn't know where the property lines. How long you been here? You don't know where that
I don't
property
know
line is?
anything. You're right.
Here's the situation with putting
It's
a
an
ditch in
argument all
the
the
front,
time.
in the front.
It's
In
already
order-
there. She filled it in. It was a gutter there before. She filled it in.
In
It's the
order
city
to
should
do
take care
it,
of
it
it.
has to be done to specifications, so it has to, if we're gonna do it deep enough to carry the water in the direction of Bell River Road, just listen, don't say anything yet. If we're gonna do it deep enough, it also has to be wide enough. And I believe that if we put it there, it's gonna have to be 15-foot wide ditch to carry that water in that
15
direction.
foot wide. So you mean all the years that ditch was for the 5 years
I
that
never
ditch
saw
was
that
in front of
ditch
that was in front of there, and my water drained there. There was never a problem until she built that berm, and she built the berm in the road right away, in the gutter. The ditch was there. You can look at
Wait, there was never a problem on your property until she built that berm?
Yes,
But was there a problem on her property?
I have no idea.
Because from what I understand, her property was flooding pretty
Oh, yeah.
bad before she, even
No,
after she built that berm.
not that I ever saw. In fact, actually, her flooding didn't start till she built all the dikes.
Here's
Well-
what it is. He's got a driveway up here, and her land is pitched from her house on an angle down here.
Right.
That's the
And
ditch,
it's all
it's her side
settling in her
lot.
side lot. It is all settling in her side lot.
Yes,
Um,
and we're just trying to, see, we're trying to get a solution here, and you
we
wanna
are,
argue with me.
we are working for a professional solution.
May I
And
address
Keep
something?
That's all
passing
it
around.
was.
Just so people can see what's actually going on here. My property is that way. She's filled it in.
Yes, you still have a
I-
floor alarm.
I'm missing some other pictures, but in past meetings, I brought PowerPoint presentations, and those pictures are included in them. You know, it's the city right away. That would be a gutter. In a town, it would be a concrete gutter, and it was always there. And
well, it's,
why don't you want to do the right thing?
I've been here 22 years, I never saw a ditch across the front of Joe or the neighbor's
Bart, I
house.
got a picture of you with your foot in the damn ditch.
That's a ditch what got created by a berm.
No! You know what?
Wait,
you know
wait.
what, Bart? You're lying again.
Roger.
Bart, you're lying again.
Roger,
Yes.
can I have the floor, please?
Laura
Yes, ma'am.
wants to
I'm
speak.
sorry.
Go ahead, Laura. Go ahead.
All right. Came here as a region representative because we have an issue with it also. Okay, I know that Bart came to me personally about a year ago or 2 years ago.
I asked him to put a
Right.
French drain on your property.
Right, I
To
presented
solve
it to the
problem.
guys, they were not really big on that. So I know this has been an active issue for at least 2 years,
Yes.
okay? With your time, Bart, can you listen to this one, please?
Yeah,
Because
I'm sorry,
you're
go
gonna put
ahead.
into effect on this one. You, sir, have made the comment that you guys are gonna get with an engineer and get it looked
It's a
at?
city engineer.
A city engineer?
Right.
Okay. Can you give us a follow-up date for when you will have gotten with him and can let us know what's going on? Give us a
Well, no, I
timeline.
told you, we are going to set up a special meeting for all the property owners.
Right.
Once he's talked to
Yeah.
them.
Okay, so when are you talking to him? When is this meeting gonna
Hopefully I
be?
can talk to him tomorrow.
Okay,
And I don't know how long it'll take him to get an idea together, because we need a price
Okay.
what's gonna cost us. The engineer, it depends on his workload, how quickly he can get
Right.
something back.
And they're gonna have to bring surveyors,
But
they're
I
gonna
would
take
say,
great
I would
shots
say it
and
would be
such.
at least a couple weeks.
Okay,
Within
within 30 days.
Everyone should be notified, yeah,
Okay.
probably within 30 days.
Okay.
Everybody should be notified and have a special meeting just for this issue. And
Okay.
it has been an issue. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was the first week I became mayor, Mr. Tepley called me. And I went out and visited him and saw what was
And-
going on.
And you told me, and I want to quote, that if she puts the dirt in the ditch, you would dig it out yourself.
If it's in the ditch, yes.
Okay? Well,
It's
you know,
sitting in there right now. I personally.
Well, I saw dirt there.
Okay, hold on,
She's
hold on.
going to be doing some
I just
landscaping.
want to share this with, this
This
is
is what she told me.
this is
She's
the
gonna
front.
fill in
You can
so the
see-
water still goes
Trying
away
to
from her
get a
yard.
You can see in the
But-
fall,
but
she filled in
that's
the
not gonna
ditch.
solve the
That's-
problem.
that's-
Right.
Cause any more
that's there in
problems.
her yard. Can you see
What
that?
she's got right now.
That's from my house, that's Potter.
That's
And
fine.
that's her yard, and can you see that okay? I know it's kind of.
So we
small,
should,
but
the
it's
businesses
see
and the
how-
landowners should expect to hear something back from you within
see
about
how
2
The ditch
weeks,
used to be there?
Yeah.
no more than 30 days.
Correct.
The ditch used
Okay.
to be there. That's-
That gives
you
us
can see
something to
that.
follow up
She's filled it
with.
in, it's not taking, it
Okay.
keeps sinking, and she keeps filling
This,
it in.
this doesn't
That's
work
the
though.
ditch though?
Exactly, that's why I'm asking for a follow-up,
Yeah,
you know,
that's along the
give me
street.
a
That used to be
timeline
That
and
used to be a ditch.
we'll-
up there.
Yeah.
Well, and,
Work
I
it
had
out.
Mark
and,
stand
you know,
next to it,
yelling at
tape
each
measure.
other
It's 12
doesn't
feet.
doesn't solve anything, and
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
you're
real big
thinking
on
about-
trying to work things
Well,
out.
that's where the water was.
And,
Mine,
We can't
My
have it.
culvert.
The problem that I've
this is
had
taken from
is,
my culvert, so my culvert now has nowhere
Does
to
she
go.
have a culvert?
She did until she took it out. She took it out when she put it.
We don't know any of this.
That shows where the ditch was. In the winter, when you
well,
can see
I
exactly
can
where the
I
ditch
can
was.
tell you exactly that ditch would push water toward your house instead
No, it
of
doesn't.
toward hers.
No.
If, even
And
even there.
when it was there, it didn't. She filled it in. That's why it's high. It was a 12-inch deep ditch.
Yeah, I saw the 12-inch
Yes.
measurement.
From
Yes.
her driveway to your driveway?
Well, no,
Yes,
that's at
that was a
his,
ditch.
at his pole, it's 12 inches deep, but
I don't see
think it was,
him in that picture.
I don't think it was that deep at her end, the 12 inches at her end.
I'm having the technology, well, here.
But,
I want-
you know, it's all
You
irrelevant.
can see
I
where
mean,
the
we
ditch
have a
was.
problem, we know we have a problem. One
I
thing
see
that I
something there. I don't know
am
what
not
it's
sure
called. I don't know
is
what it
should
is.
our citizens that are all over
See where the
town
discolored and it's sinking?
pay their tax dollars to fix a problem that was there when Mr. Tepley bought his property?
Okay?
Or was there when the Legion, I mean, it's been there as long as the Legion probably
I was
has
gonna
been
say,
there.
yeah, Legion's.
I mean, it's
There's a
always.
lot that
1940s.
contributed to it, and without mentioning names. so-
The problem started, you know, she always, she started blocking the back ditch.
That's what someone told me. I of course wasn't there for that either, so I can't.
You know what, when I
Just
first
that
moved
one right
in there,
there.
there was a couple things there, it wasn't much, you know, the water would flow through, she filled it up more. You know, and that was an issue. It wasn't that bad because as it would fill up, and when it fills up, and I have pictures in that, I'll be more than happy.
Well, you know what?
Wait,
We're
please,
kicking
please.
We're kicking a dead dog.
No, we're not kicking a dead dog because you're saying, because you guys are saying one thing that's not true.
We're trying to
The
resolve.
water
the
does
problem.
not
We've got-
flow
we've already
uphill.
answered
No,
the
we're saying
question.
that, and that's true. The water
The
does
wa-
not flow uphill.
The water flows from the apex of the corner on Henderson and Potter to my back driveway and to Potter. And then it goes underneath my culvert, and it used to go straight out until she put the berm in and filled up the ditch.
All right.
And the ditch that ran straight across on Potter, the gutter, is in the city right away for the road. It's within the 50 feet.
Can I
All right,
ask,
well,
can I
thank you
ask
very
this?
much. What?
Could I have approval to, I don't know how much it'll cost engineering for this, but at least get some preliminary?
Can I get approval for Bart to get some preliminary engineering done on this so we can work out the
At least
price?
a step in the right way.
I'll make that motion.
Can I get support?
Support.
Thank you. Will you all be notified
Okay,
within a
All
month?
right?
yeah.
What about
Or
the front
less.
ditch?
We're not messing with front ditch until the engineer tells us what to do. I'm sorry, we're not
Okay.
doing anything else.
Question, you made a comment, between the two of you, I'm not sure which one of you said that. This is supposedly the way it's been, you know, since you came
Right,
to be the
as
mayor.
long as I can
Okay,
remember.
but anytime you're doing a city planning, you have to have some kind of drainage in place. You can't just put roads in without some kind of plan and
And
drainage in place.
there was at one time.
Okay,
drainage
so there was at
Yes.
one time.
Right
It
across
actually-
from Potter.
It actually,
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
it actually ran through the Legion Hall parking lot.
Okay, now, the question with that, the plan that was there previously, how can someone get a hold of that? And why do we have problems with
That's one
what was
thing
in place
on
before?
drawings,
And
I have nothing to do with the storms.
And we
The
did
ditches or anything. I
contact
have no
the Drain
drawings on it.
Commission to find out, is there a drain that this is supposed to be falling out into?
Right.
Okay,
And we had gotten a letter, I've got, don't we somewhere have a file on this problem?
Okay.
Where we've gotten letters from our attorney, we've gotten letters from Mr. Tefley, we've gotten letters from everybody. And, you know, we're gonna try to figure out what we can do with this engineer.
This is the closest, let's say, to possibly resolving this issue.
I can guarantee you that we'll not be able to resolve this issue without an easement from the property owners.
okay.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
And we have come to them in the past to get easements and have been told no. So,
I have 2 points. First of all,
I wasn't done,
all right,
sir.
no, go ahead, I'm sorry.
You were gonna
I'm
cut me
sorry,
off
I'm
so
sorry.
many
Go ahead, I'll
times.
take notes. This is just, I've just done this so many times, you've gotten blown off and saying, we'll deal with it later, and we're here again.
I don't think we're saying that right now.
No, they're giving us follow-up dates. That's one of the things I've asked for. You were talking with
Oh,
everyone else,
Oh,
so
no,
you
no,
didn't
no,
hear them, then
this,
I don't
no,
know.
this is the same
all right,
rodeo.
let's
Okay.
finalize this so we can move on.
That file,
Yes.
is that a public file? Could I look through
I'm
it
sure,
as a
yeah,
region
I'm sure it
rep?
is. You'd have to find it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
you could look through it at any time and look at everything that's been
Okay, because if
said
I'm
and
gonna
done.
bring something to you guys, I wanna be smart on the issue also.
I
Okay, so I
understand.
wanna
Makes
see what
sense.
your lawyers are saying,
Right.
whatever.
Well, we've been
Okay.
told many times by attorneys, it's a civil issue, her filling in land, and because we
And
don't own
nothing
an
we can,
easement.
and nothing we can do
If-
because
if-
we.
If we
can't
owned an
acquire
easement, we
easements.
could say, no, you can't fill that in, but we don't own it.
You mean like the
Okay,
right of way
yeah.
up front?
We're
So,
talking the back for right now, please.
Did we have to finish that?
yeah, did we vote?
I mean, we got approvals and that was it.
Okay,
Okay, Stoops,
Yes.
Weaver,
yes.
Wilson's absent, Zukas R. Zukas W.
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker.
Yes. We will send out letters to every property owner that will be affected by this and invite you to the special meeting.
Gotcha.
And I do have your number anyway, so, okay,
Yeah, you got
so,
me.
all
I
right.
got your program in my phone.
Okay.
So I believe that, Laura, you got a chance to speak. Is there anything else? Okay?
When can I follow up to be able to see that file?
You can
Give
come
me a
here
turnaround.
anytime during the business hours and ask her.
I'm assuming not tomorrow morning.
I'll
Yeah.
call you when I find it.
Okay, you got
Probably
my
tomorrow. I
It's
got
on
it
that
from
paper.
Bert. Oh,
Yeah.
it's on that paper too. All right.
Okay.
And, Mr. Tepley, I believe you've spoken
No, I'm
quite
not,
enough. You're,
I'd like to speak.
I'd
you've
like
spoken
to-
for 5 minutes, and that's what
I
you're on.
apologize, but I want
Okay,
to throw in
can
one
I have
more
my 5
issue.
minutes?
You've had it,
Because I'm no longer the adjutant at the Legion.
right.
Okay, I'm the historian now, but is still involved with everything.
Okay.
Did, Ted submit a letter in reference to selling poppies on the corner up here? Okay.
It's on the agenda.
Oh, great, okay, because last month at our meeting, he hadn't sent it in yet.
I made it up for him.
So, it's
Because he
item,
forgot- I'm forgetting,
item,
because I told my type the way.
item one.
I got it on Electron, so,
Okay.
oh, great,
He
okay.
did remember coming to tell me though. so-
Good.
Ms. Smalley, you had not spoken. Is there
Sorry.
anything you
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that the ditch along the back of the property has always been there. I've lived in that house for 15 years and the ditch was always there. We didn't have as much water problem as we do now.
Right.
Right.
Not,
And
not
it's-
nearly, but there definitely was a ditch.
If
'cause I
there was a
there when
ditch
she
across the
filled it
back
in.
of one of the properties that was filled in, and I never saw it, but if there was one, that might have been one of the major reasons for the continued problems, as far as I'm concerned. And that's where, if we're going to solve this problem, we need to put a pipe that will take all that water out from the
That's what we're
Legion.
hoping to do is.
Legion all the way down and across, you know,
So what happens to the front of my house? I'm flooding the front of my house now.
I
For
believe
where
we'll
she
be
flood-
able to drain it around, back to the back. I think that was the original design of it.
it comes from the back to the front. and-
No, it does not. God, where do you guys get this stuff?
Well, we'll find out.
I've only
Wait,
lived
no.
there 10 years. No,
Actually,
wait.
You need, no, you be quiet. No.
Be
more.
quiet. When can
No
I have my
more.
turn to talk?
You're done. If you can't be quiet, you're gonna have to leave. Okay, we're moving on. Comments from city administration.
Fucking liars. Jesus. You guys don't even tell the truth.
Leave.
You don't even tell the
Leave.
truth.
Leave.
Fucking liars. Stop. That's unreach for young women.
All right. Adoption or amendment of the agenda. Oh, comments from city administration. Donna, you have anything? Mark, you have anything?
I think we know what's going on now.
Yeah.
There's a drainage issue. Well, never mind.
I would like to thank you both for being very professional.
Yes, thank you very much. I would like to bring a seal coat company in here. We've got a couple areas, Belver Road, Lowell Street. We've got numerous streets that need, but we've been getting complaints, and I think we could do something relatively cheap just by doing a double chip and seal in these two small areas. I'd like to just bring them in to give me an idea. I've priced hot patches and astronomical. I'm hoping that we can.
house?
Well, there's one on Belver. Yeah. Well, it happens to be
Seal coat
that.
over
You
the
can try
top
that
of dirt?
one.
Well, that's pretty much is all it's gonna be,
Well,
yeah.
here's the thing.
But it's at least we can hold the dust down, and then over on Lowell Street, there's an area, and in that area over by Daniels there, that isn't as big as what it appears to be. It's just, the gravel just keeps getting dragged further, it makes it look like it's busting up further and further. But I'd really like to do something this year with it. There's people over on Lowell Street, I just, elderly people, man,
And I
I've
know-
been hearing complaints over the years, and
In the past, he's been very adamantly against chip seal and seal coating. But maybe we should look into getting some prices and testing some areas and seeing how long they hold up. From what I understand, you really should do it in the heat of the summer
yep.
when it's as
Any
hot as it can
asphalt.
be.
Well, Bert, how long ago was it? Remember they seal coated Union Street?
Yeah,
Quite a while ago.
1990, oh, that one, I don't know.
Yeah, because
I
it
wasn't
was-
part of that
The
one.
only thing that ruined that was when they
The water main.
did Benton and they had the bulldozers parked
Yeah.
over there. Other than that, it lasted quite a
Well,
while.
I got a price, because I was calling around on it, at $30,000 per mile to double chip and seal from the county.
Yeah.
That's what the county gave me as a price, St. Clair County Road Commission. And I thought, we might ought to consider that for some of these roads, especially on major streets that get a lot of traffic. And then he was, he's always been against it, so I was thinking, well, maybe we test some small areas.
And I got
And
two small areas.
if those
We need
small
more.
areas work and they hold up for a year
Or two.
or two, then, or even more, then we start chip sealing and actually taking care of some of our roads. And I mean, when I talked to the county, he was like, chip seal's inexpensive, but it doesn't hold up as well, but it makes your taxpayers happy because they're on a smoother road. And if you've been out on Riley Center, that's what the county did out there, Riley Center north to the freeway.
That's why it was all like.
That was wild,
Yeah.
bumpy for a while.
Loose
and
stone.
Yeah,
Okay.
loose stone
Yes.
and loose gravel, but then, after you drive on it for a while, it all pushes down in there and it's.
We rely on the traffic to hammer it down, and what it is, it's a layer of tar,
Layer of gravel.
stone, tar, stone, and then the vehicles just hammer it down.
So he wants permission to get quotes.
Just for a couple small areas, and
Can I get a motion to allow him to get quotes on this thing?
I make a motion.
I'm just getting quoted, that's all, just something to bring back and take the guesswork out of it.
Start.
Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Zucasar,
Yes.
Zucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Anything else?
And I had something, but I forgot now. I mentioned that drainage issue? Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
I've been bothering him on this drainage issue all week.
Now, Mark, with the,
I've been out there 3 times and I see
there's
the.
erosion going on too.
I see the
My-
big
my
piles of
fence was
dirt,
like this
and
last
it's
summer.
gonna, luckily,
It's
hopefully
right
from
now.
now on, it's gonna be a little drier, and that problem is gonna really hit hard next spring again.
Yeah, my guess could get dug out too before it just.
When we approached you guys about the French drain, we were
Right.
looking for an option.
Oh, yeah.
How can we solve this?
And
But
you-
when you looked at how much water was there
And
this winter, that wouldn't even
It was a
scratch
good
the surface.
It was a good example for Daniel to see. There's no way I would have been able to dig a big enough pit
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for the amount of
Yeah,
snow we
it's
had. That
still
was
not
yeah.
dried up out there.
Yeah.
All right, anything else, Mark?
Can't
No,
look
nothing,
yet.
right?
No.
Chief?
Just wanted to remind everyone about our memorial dedication on Monday, May 12th, 6 p.m.
That's right here. For William E. Lewis dedication ceremony, May 12th, 6 PM at the police department on Union Street. All are welcome. Refreshments, that'll be nice. Double points. I'll give what double points are due. All right, yeah, moving on. The adoption or amendment of the agenda? Wait, there was a change.
Yes, I do have to amend the agenda. Under new business number 4, add number 4, adoption of the city millage rate.
We need a motion.
And then I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
As
As presented.
not presented.
With
as
number
amended.
4.
As amended.
As amended.
Can I get support?
Wilson, absent. Zukusar.
Yes.
Zukus W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Parker. Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes. All right, presentation and approval, or approval of regular meeting minutes of April 15th, 2014. If there's no changes, I'd entertain a motion to accept those, place on file.
Support.
Support. Good. Thank you. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
Zukusar.
Yes.
Zukus W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent.
All right, presentation and approval of April receipts report for $89,084.74. April disbursements report for $237,782.91. Electronic wire transfers of $9,509.53. There's no question, I entertain a motion to accept the, or approve the receipts and disbursements report, pay the bills.
I'll make a motion we accept the receipts, disbursements, and wire transfers as presented.
That's supported.
Zukus W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent. Zukusar.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to accept communications?
Make a motion.
How about, yeah, under, okay, I had it under the wrong thing, sorry.
Motion to accept communications.
Can I get a support?
Support.
Davis.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent. Zukusar.
Yes.
Zukus W.
Yes.
All right, first communications from the American Legion, sale of poppies. Dear Mayor Weaver and council members, American Legion is requesting council approve to hold their annual poppy sale on the corner of M19 and Boardman Road on the following dates: Thursday, May 15th, Friday, May 16th, and April, May 17th, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
April of May 17th?
May,
You said April of May 17th.
well, Saturday, May 17th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 15th, 16th, 17th of May. 7 to 5 p.m. Can I get a motion to allow them to sell their poppies?
I'll make a motion we allow Legion to sell poppies out on 4 corners on those dates.
As long as they don't make me feel guilty if I don't have any change and drive by and make sad faces at me.
Yeah.
Parker.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent. Zukusar.
Yes.
Zukus W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
All right?
Still come up here and get the cones and the best?
Yes.
Okay.
Next, to Mayor Weaver and Memphis council members, Memorial Day Parade. American Legion is requesting council approve to hold the annual Memorial Day Parade on May 26th, 2014, starting at 10 a.m.
I'll make the motion for the American Legion to have the parade on May 26th.
Support.
Stoops.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson, absent. Zukusar.
Yes.
Zukus W.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
And you know, I'd like to kind of with this thank Ted for taking over
Right,
this.
for
and-
chief, yeah.
For chief and.
She's skating on us.
Just this year.
I mean,
Just this year.
Okay.
it's one of the best things during the year. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
do love the Memorial Day Parade. All right, next is dear Mayor Daniel Weaver and the Memphis City Council. I would like to revise my co-ed adult mush ball league dates with you and the Memphis City Council. Happy to announce we have 10 teams in our softball league, and would like to extend the league season to accommodate the increase in teams. Still requesting the facilities, specifically T-ball field, baseball field located at the youth center, However, our league dates have changed for the months of May and June. I'm requesting the field's following dates to accommodate adult mush ball league and mush ball tournament beginning May 3rd, 17th, 31st, June 14th, 28th, July 12th, 26th, Memphis Festival Weekend, August 1st through 3rd, 9th, 23rd, and finally September 9th. So anybody have any questions on this? Can I get a motion to revise the dates for the mush ball league?
I'll make that motion.
Support it.
Donna, do you have some kind of chart that you?
Yeah, but
draw
nobody's
and
used
stuff?
best for the baseball
No.
fields. They're the only ones who did, so. Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Zucasar,
Yes.
Zucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Dukes.
Yes.
The only other people that would have would be the Little League and the mush ball.
They work
Mush ball
together.
works for the Little League. They work together, so,
They do.
yeah, it's not that.
I remember one year we had a,
All right, unfinished business, DPW committee, proposed charter change. So,
oh,
this is our proposed charter changes from Larry Wilson.
Spending, limit?
Yeah, it's the spending limit, that's now $300. Changed $300 to $1,000. I really, you know what? I still think we should set it by resolution so we can grow with this in the future. It's kind of silly to put somebody 10 years, 20 years down the road in the same situation we are, where they have to put a charter change out for vote to the people, just to raise what our department heads can spend.
And for dollar from the 50s to now, that's really.
It should be 2,800.
20, 25, somewhere
Or
in there.
2675. I did the, like I did for our pay. I put this $300 in for
Inflation
inflation,
calculator.
and it came out to like $2,600. So, I mean, even going to 1,000 probably isn't enough. And I know Larry worked hard on this, but and the DPW committee worked hard on it. But I would like to change, number one, to change purchasing.
I just don't know why you wouldn't go what 300 was equal to in the 50s. Why wouldn't you take it to 25 at least?
Yeah, well, I'd like it just to not be in our charter, to be set by resolution.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I do remember that discussion.
I think that would be smarter because it allows the document to be modified without, let's see, change unanimous vote to majority vote. Actually, we really need to do that. Because that's, if they're spending $300 or more than $300, one of us can stop it under our charter.
Yeah.
If one person votes it down.
You stop and think, one load of gravel, I'm at $700, I'm over it all, every time. Load of salt, I'm over it.
It's the road on the last page.
Wait, where are we? What, the last
Very
page?
last page of this thing with the lawyer real back.
Okay.
How specifically researched and issued the proposed changes seem to fall within the category of an amendment rather than a revision.
I know my department, it's only because of the council working with me, I'm able to operate. Otherwise, I'd have to call special meetings to, like I say, just purchase salt or coal patch or whatever it may be. Currently, what we do, we purchase it and then we bring it before council after the fact.
You guys got a budget, you know what you can spend,
Well,
can't spend.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
We're all tightwads.
And whatever we change, according to this, if we do an amendment,
the governor.
they get to vote on each individual change individually. So there'd be a list of different things to vote on if we did an amendment. If we do a revision, maybe it's like they, throw out the language and start over. I don't know which would be better, but it looks like we'd have to spend at least $2,500, $3,500 in legal fees to get this done. That's what it says right here, so.
And another thing is, I looked into it, it's gotta, like, the county wants it, if we do it in the November election, everything has to be done by August, because that's when they start doing the ballots.
Right.
So it won't get done this year, Larry said it'll probably be the next year, by the
Okay.
time it goes to the state and everything, but he wants to still start it.
Well, yeah, I definitely think we need to start getting some changes to our charter, definitely.
I think we need to go page by page.
Yeah, I do too. I think we need to go page by
She
page
did that
and
before we
maybe,
just made the new.
maybe put together a charter commission, you know. I don't know. But I don't like the fact, like in here, that they suggest we go to $1,000, you know. And that was change $300 to $1,000. I think that's just putting ourselves right back in the same, you know, in the future, in the same problem that we have to allow the people to vote to spend more than $1,000. We definitely need to change unanimous vote to majority vote. Right now, that is a problem. Those two are pretty important.
Can I make a motion to table this till next month when Larry will probably be here to
Yeah, I think we
explain
should.
himself better?
Yeah.
There you go.
Can I get support on that?
Support.
Thank you.
Wilson, absent, Zukasar,
Yes.
Zukas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Stutes,
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes. Well, Larry's not here for this one either. This is a new business. He was looking into millage for road construction. If we were to raise our taxes a mill to try to start getting money to accumulate for our roads. And I haven't gone through all these.
I have something here from what I don't know if anybody
Okay.
else does, but your taxable value, and correct me if I'm wrong, Donna, is it currently at 22,866,765, somewhere there?
Right around there, I believe, yeah.
And if we were to put 2 mills on that,
22,634.
22,
Okay, yeah, he gave us a one, this
But it
sheet
came-
this sheet is 1 mil, this is 2 mil.
yes, I got, that's just for 2 mills, that would generate $45,734 approximately in 1 year.
Okay.
The cost of repairing roads is difficult to determine. There's so many variables, so it's anywhere, depending on what street it is, it could be anywhere from $150 a foot to $260 a foot. To really nail it down, you'd have to pay quite a lot of money to the engineers to engineer every road.
Right.
And we just, quite frankly, we don't have the money to do that. And then he talks about a 3-year cycle. If we combine the CDBG funds, which currently we get $90,000, we're not
Every 3 years.
every 3 years. And our cycle will be 2016. If the money is still there, we're scheduled to get another $90,000. So if you combine that with 3 years at that $45,000 figure, you'd have about $225,000 to do a road. We're looking at that on the curb and gutter only because of the cost factor of it.
Here's the
So
thing.
you don't get a lot of road for $225,000.
No, but if we don't do anything, we won't have anything.
Exactly.
What
You
about
know,
what you were talking about with Riley House?
the chip seal?
Yeah.
I mean, we could use this
Could you
money
do
to
that
chip
on
seal if
local
it
roads?
works.
Well, they've
Just
done
on
on
the
local roads,
local-
it's what they
3
did,
miles of that.
what they've done in the past, Robbie, when they first seal coated the roads, they just went over top of the existing road, rather it be clay, gravel, what it may be. And a lot of them were just clay. It just doesn't hold up. In 1993, I did like 4 streets. and-
Including the alley back here, right?
Including this alley, which that was free. They had extra material, they done it. And actually behind, in the backpack here. But anyway, that following spring, less than a year, it blew right apart. In every place except for Mechanic Street, that little stretch, which is gravel now. But that held in there for quite a few years. So that's why I was so against it.
Now, what
To construct a road properly, you have to first determine, well, is this clay, or does it have a good base, what's the situation? You could spend, some roads you may have to go down 2 feet, maybe others, maybe only a foot. And maybe there's some like major roads where all you do is grind and pulverize, like Bell River Road. To me, I think you could grind and pulverize that
Right.
and do it in asphalt.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a price on that
Right.
last year, but I'm sure it's gone up of about $400,000 to
Yeah.
do Pratt and Bell River.
Right.
Grind it up, put new asphalt down, 4 inches of new top coat asphalt would have been a brand new road, basically.
But I've always felt if we put it to the vote of the people, let's
That's what we
let them
should do.
decide.
Yeah.
And here's what figures, if you got a home right around $100,000, I believe Larry had it calculated. we're looking at about-
150, a mill is $75 a year.
Yeah, he's saying right around $100, if it's your value of 150,000, you're looking at, he told me 150.
Yeah, 150, that's what he has.
$150.
$150,000 house at 2 mills is $150.
Personally, I wouldn't, for $100 or $150 added to my tax, I definitely would vote it in.
Especially if they know we're putting it straight toward roads.
The downfall is, you couldn't even start a road for,
3
after you
years.
vote on it, it'd be
4
about
years.
3 years. So in the meantime, you're paying taxes, and that's a concern I have, that you're gonna have people that,
I still
Where's
think
my
we should
road?
let the people vote on it. I really do. I think we should get it on the ballot.
and the other thing is,
And you
everybody's
tell them
road
how
is gonna
long
be
it'll be on there?
priority,
It'll
even
be,
though
it'll
they're not.
be on there,
you know.
I guess, until we're happy with the way the roads are. I mean.
Have a good night.
The problem is, there's always roads to fix. And our problem is with our tax base, we don't have much money for roads. We're using our community development block grant funds that a lot of communities use for,
Sidewalks.
sidewalks and doing, like, helping people that need help redo their houses and things like that.
Parks.
Rehab programs and other things. We're using it all for roads. And in this 1 square mile, unless we do something to raise more funds, our roads are just gonna continue to get worse and worse and worse. So, I mean, I say we educate the people on them and let them vote,
I kinda agree to that, cause our roads are horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't see, and as long as it took, it even work, just
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm ashamed of some of it, even savings.
I don't know what's all,
Or
what all it takes to get it on the ballot, as far as, do we have to know a dollar figure? If we have to know a dollar figure,
No,
goes that to the
you can
people?
put a
You
mill.
tell them the millage rate, and
Yeah. Just
you
that.
know what
If
your
you tell them
taxes
the mill, you
are.
vote on
Okay.
a,
Everybody's
you vote
gonna
on
be different.
Because it does have to do with your frontage, I'm sure, how much property they're paving and stuff. Let's say, for example, I got 75 feet and my neighbor has 100.
well, no,
Not
that's
if
if we
you
did
do
a
a
special
millage.
assessment. If we did a millage.
A
it's
mill, that's different.
Totally
Okay,
different.
okay.
Special assessment, if we were doing somebody's road and decided to give them a special assessment, it would be based on front foot of
Okay.
roadway.
All right.
But millage is based upon value of property, and I would be all for letting people vote on it. We need to fix these roads, and we need everybody to be invested in it, all of us. If we want to do it, or if we don't want to do it, we want to let them fall apart. We need to vote on it. And you look at the fact that this would raise an extra $48,000 a year, but we just saved them that on their water bills each year, paying off that debt. We really did. So I say we let them decide. And I don't know what we have to do to get it on the ballot, but I guess we
don't
would.
know if I'll have enough time again this year.
You don't think we will?
I-
I think this is pretty straightforward, that we're gonna try to raise either 1 or 2 mills. Oh, this is over a 15-year period, what Larry
Yes.
put it at.
Yeah,
But
that's-
do you go, we have to decide, are we gonna, you can't ask for 1 or 2, you have to.
Oh, this is in 2007.
Yes.
That Larry put this together.
We've addressed this is the third time, actually. Yeah, he done a study in '07 and '12, 2012. So,
You know, if
obviously
we, just
we've been
think if we'd done it in
waiting for this
2007, we'd already be doing a road.
Halfway paid,
Yeah.
halfway done.
A couple of them.
Yeah, a couple roads. We'd have a couple extra roads done if we had done this millage in 2007.
oh, in case, I don't know if it's, the information is there, but we have approximately 6 miles of road.
Yeah,
Everybody's
it's on-
interested in that,
it's
so
on
I didn't know if it was
Just
in there.
over 6.
Yeah, actually just under. I think I lied to Larry, so.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I haven't,
I don't know what we want to do, how we would figure out getting it on the ballot. If you guys want to put it on the ballot, what is or if you don't want to put it on the ballot, we ought to decide right now, do we want it on the ballot or do we not? If we do, maybe we need a motion to go ahead and try to get either 1 or 2 mills put on
does
the
it cost
ballot.
anything?
It probably
Yeah, it's
will
gonna
cost,
cost.
That's cost to do it.
probably $1,500.
Maybe sure we haven't put something on there in so long, so, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But if it pays off, it pays off, and we'll start getting roads done in 3 years. If it doesn't, then we know people don't want the roads done, you know? I mean, it's definitely gonna be a wake-up call to us. Do people want these roads fixed, or do they not? Are they willing to put their money where their wallet, or their mouth, whatever their, money where their mouth is? Money where my wallet is. And, and vote on a, vote on a millage. I mean, I think as councilmen, it's kind of a responsible thing to do, to say, this is a problem. We all know we have the problem. Matter of fact, every time we run for office, people ask us, what's the most important thing? Our roads are falling apart, you know? And yet, we're not able to do anything about it because of the financial constraints. So why don't we say we're gonna help try to do something about it? We're gonna put it on the ballot. We'll vote for 2 mills or not vote for 2 mills. And you tell us, people, do the roads mean as much to you as they do to us? It might cost us $1,500 to find it out, but I think it would be a wise way to spend $1,500.
Can you put 2 proposals on the ballot? One
Put as
one
many
mill
as
and one
many
at
as
2
you
mill?
want.
I think the
What if
whole,
they vote for both and we get 3 mills?
Shame on them.
I think where Larry was coming from in my notes here is, what,
That 1 mill's not really enough.
yeah,
That we really need 2 mills.
2 mills is a better of a,
Yeah, we ought to just go ahead and go for it. 2 mills. That way,
So it'll cost the average
every,
100,000 homeowner $150.
yeah,
my understanding was 100 and then if
100,
it's
no,
100
100 extra, 100 extra.
100 extra if it's 100,000, I think it was $150.
About 100, yeah, about 100 extra.
But the other side of it is, we won't be starting the first road until.
3 years at least.
Yeah, till 2016, 14, so in a couple,
Well, that's
at least 2 years.
unless the chip seal works.
Well, what
And
do
then
we
we'll have
do about
$40,000
Boardman
chip
Road?
seal with a year if we wanted to use it.
That's our problem.
And there is certain roads, I agree, like East Maple,
from MDOT.
Is that where we've done?
only, how many homes are up there? I really think that chip up there would
3 years.
suffice. Down Gerke Street, I think the same thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
as long as no
they're
big
not-
trucks go down there.
Well, the only big truck we've got is called a
UPS.
garbage truck,
No garbage truck.
and
All right, well, what's your pleasure? Do I get a motion to put in 2 mills on the ballot?
I'll see if we'll go.
I have a motion to put the 2 mil on the ballot.
Support?
Support it.
Okay, Lucas W.,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Weaver,
Should I vote no? Yes.
Wilson
Make
absent,
the poor guy talk
Zucasar.
him into it and say, no, absolutely not. All right,
That was a yes to put it on?
yes,
Sorry.
2 mills.
Okay.
All right. Police Department, approval for raise for part-time police officers. Now, did you not find this anywhere, did we?
We
This
never
is
did
the
it.
only,
We never did it, okay.
We never, it
it
never
was
got bought
something
back.
that was discussed, and I,
This was brought up a long time ago.
I
I
thought we
think
did a raise
Eric
when we
was
did our
here.
budget.
Eric was here, and he brought up the fact that we can't keep part-time officers. And I thought we had voted to give them a 50-cent, was it 50-cent raise?
no, it was $1.
$1 raise an hour, but we never voted on it. And she brought a piece of paper forward, said, sign this so we can modify the contract and give that $1 raise. And I'm like, I don't remember when we did that, and asked her to look up the paperwork so that I'm not just signing off a $1 raise myself. And come to find out, we did not vote on it.
It never
So
came back. correct.
it never came back to us. It went to committee and never came back.
Did they ever get their raise?
We
They
did
never-
get, yes, they did.
Oh, they did get the
got
raise.
it July 1st, 2013.
So we need
just
to,
never
we need to vote on it.
formalized it.
Oh, okay.
So can I get a motion to give the raise to part-time police officer?
To formalize it, yes.
Yeah,
I make
formalize
that motion.
Any support?
Support.
Okay.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Zucasar,
Yes.
Zucas W.
Yes.
All right. Moving on, fire department sale of engine one. I guess you were all told this, fire department listed engine one using an internet advertising company on April 30th. on May 2nd, a department out of Arkansas, Philadelphia, Arkansas, right?
Yep.
Put in an offer for list price of $50,000. We just need to approve the sale of the 1995 Freightliner for $50,000. And we're still gonna also sell Rescue One. We bought a truck for $75,000. There was a cost to list that at $5,000, so we're only clearing $45,000. But Rescue One, I would think, would be worth a lot more than the engine that we sold. So we're going to be sitting pretty when we're done with all this. So I just need a motion to approve the sale of the Engine One at $50,000 to Philadelphia, Arkansas.
I'll make that motion.
Support. Parker,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Sukasar,
Yes.
Sukas W,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
All right, next item is the millage rate. This is a housekeeping thing we do each year to set the millage rate for the coming year. What's the rate gonna be set at?
Same thing as last year, 14.2953.
So we need to set that rate at 14.2953, it's the same as last year. And as soon as you guys get a motion and vote on it, I will sign off on it.
Oh, really?
I make the motion to approve the millage rate at 14.2953.
Stoops,
Yeah.
Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Sukasar,
Yes.
Sukas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
293, you said?
14.2953.
295.
All three of these, that makes sense? And it's just these two back pages, right? Okay. All right, other new business from the mayor. I don't know if you guys noticed downtown, there's been a lot of activity lately. First of all, they tore the front off of the old bar and are putting a new one on there. But that day they were doing that, there was also a lot of students from the leadership group at the school going around town. They were sweeping the sidewalks, they were edging, they did a lot of work at the library, and I had pictures here somewhere.
They painted the garage door.
They painted the garage doors at the fire department.
Cleaned up the park over here.
They did a lot of work around town, and look there. There's a bunch of pictures that show some of the stuff that they did. I'd like to kind of thank them for all the work they did, and tell them it doesn't go unnoticed. And if you guys see any of them out and about, I saw quite a few of them and stopped and thanked them that day. But I think was Nina Powers handling that whole group?
Who's handling that?
Who was handling that group?
John Carlo?
Oh, okay.
Were you arranging for the sleeping again? You seem to get it
Are they gonna
done.
paint
Oh, I
the
can't.
Yeah.
I don't think so, not
Just
yet.
call
Last
Bob.
3 years you did, and you know,
Yeah,
they
call
seem
Bob
to
Hopkins.
come out when you do it.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
Well, I've got a meeting down there next week anyway, so
Oh, okay.
I will be glad to.
Okay.
So thank them, thank you to them, and
Did a good job.
that's all I have, really. Anything, Robbie?
No, I don't know.
Anything, Jason?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Frank?
No. I'll say,
Yes.
No, Scott? You got anything?
nope, not good.
Good?
Yes, I have.
It's not a drainage problem, Rick.
Well, I gotta do something about the water. But we'll just drop that. What about the gas station?
The gas station over here?
I thought you were supposed to pull those tanks out in April.
Oh, well, I talked to Bruce Christie
Yeah?
today, and he said he was contacting the state. They have already not only put out for bid pulling of those tanks, but awarded the contract. So he doesn't know when they're coming, but they should come any day. He said they could be here tomorrow, and I don't even know. So that could happen any day now. And from what I understand, also in the other lot, Foster's is putting a tanks in K-Pac right now. And as soon as that project's complete, that group, this construction company's moving right here and gonna start. So it should be,
Gas station.
from what he told me, it should be 10 days or so. He doesn't think it should be long.
Was Bruce gonna put tanks back in?
From what I understand, he has got his contracts in place to put tanks back in. So, it's just, everything moves too slow for me, but it's not my money and it's not my contractors. And I mean, if I was doing it and it was my money, I'd be wanting all kinds of stuff in this town. But
Okay, I make the motion we adjourn.
thank you.
You're welcome.